shit. Okay. Yo, that wasn't a crevasse I wanted to go into. Well, good morning guys. I'm very sad to be leaving this place. What a beautiful little valley that I've had the pleasure of spending 2 nights in. Look at the mountains we're heading into. We're heading back out now. It has been a really unexpected experience because I thought I was just coming up the valley here to hike up a mountain, see a lake for a few days, and I ended up spending a couple of awesome nights with some of the most hospitable people I've ever met. The shepherds in the little shepherd hut there couldn't have been more friendly, hospitable. They cooked dinner both nights. I felt like I was living in a history book or something in that little hut there, like both evenings just sitting around. The boss just still churning butter the way they have for hundreds of years and just sitting around the communal fire, yeah, having tea. We just had a breakfast with them then. They just cook up the chai in a big pot and just make everything, all their breads and their chapatis and everything right in front of you. So it was really nice. They were the boss man was trying to convince me he wanted me to stay another 2 or 3 nights. My guide was sort of translating, saying that they really liked me, wanted me to hang around, and was sad to see me go. And the feeling's mutual. I'm really sad to see them go as well. They all had I got to know their personalities. The head boss man, he kind of sounded like the Godfather, but he was the quickest to make a joke. Like, I had no idea what was being said, but he's always had everyone in stitches, probably at my expense. No, there was one little guy, one short guy, that they seemed to always be paying out. And he was like this little surly gnome, and there was this other fellow that was probably about my age, and he had like his henna dyed hair, but he had very friendly eyes, and he was very quick to smile, and he just seemed like he had a real kind heart. Everyone had their personality. It was really great to get to know them, but one cannot spend the rest of their life hanging out in a shepherd's hut in the Karakoram mountains, or can they? I guess they could. We're walking through what feels like a bloody death valley. It was pretty bloody hot. It's got to be somewhere up around 30. And you look around, I mean, you got the mountains just up here, but otherwise everything is just bare and barren and hot, and there's a heat haze going. We've sort of been walking for a couple of hours, just what feels like along this, yeah, almost a salt pan, just a desert area. But my guide Abbas was saying that yeah, he's been trekking, well, he's in his 40s, grew up here, and he's been guiding here for 20 something years. He said this used to be all green pastures through here. They used to have a lot of creeks, used to be yeah, a lush area. But he said yeah, maybe for the last 5 years there's been no water, it's just drying up. And a lot of the creek systems further up, where there's a couple of other shepherd's huts, and there was actually the old rock wall and terraced area of the Prince of Nagar Valley's gardens, and everything's been abandoned, even the shepherd's huts that are lower in this area here, because there's no water. Abba said that it's really strange. For the last couple of years the creeks are running dry, there's no water ending up in these areas here. It's just turning into a barren dust bowl. So there's that. Well, I've kind of been convinced, well, it didn't take a lot, I've got rubber arms to go in. Here's a little lake. So we're on a glacier here. This is essentially all ice underneath all this dirt and rock and whatnot. And yeah, as the ice melts, it creates this little glacier lakes on a glacier. So I'm going to go in because we're making good time and it's bloody hot under the sun. Right on. We're going in. Oh. Oh. You said this was going to be warm. Oh, we're in. Oh god. Oh, this is cold. Okay. Okay. All right. We're back at Hopper Glacier, and I'm actually looking forward to getting back across it this time. The first time was a little bit sketchy, but yeah, back into the beast we go. I'm trying to imagine if I didn't have a guide right now, I'd see this rock here, so like, right, I've got to cross here, but I would just look at this wall and go, no chance. The hell? I mean, he's heading down there. I probably would have done something stupid and climbed up through these ice boulders. Let's not lose him. Habas the ibex has just scurried up this rock wall here like it's nothing. There's a very big crevasse running through here. Holy. Big shout out to the Year 5 class at St Augustine's Primary School in sunny downtown Mossman, far north Queensland. I hope you're all having a great time, and check out this glacier, something you will not find in far north Queensland. But what you will find in far north Queensland and at St Augustine's Primary is one of the best teachers in the world, Mrs. Shearer, my lovely wife. Have a great day, guys, and enjoy me stumbling around a glacier in Pakistan. Leap. Yes. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Look at that. She's having an ice block. Alrighto. shit. Okay. Yo, that wasn't a crevasse I wanted to go into. Oh shit, lost momentum. This is the coolest part of the glacier. This is awesome. I've got a bit of an ice wave going on here. I need to, I think if you stand back, because I'll get a run up. I don't want to bowl you over. Let's do it. Yeah! Ice wave. That's my new call sign, okay? Ice wave, you got a copy. So this thing is changing so quickly that the way that we came across 3 days ago is no longer the way we were able to come back. It shifted and melted and opened up and whatever. So when this thing here, yeah, it's just a constantly moving beast. So you need the eyes of the expert to get across this, the human ibex. We are off the glacier and nearly off from, well, the Rush Lake track, the Hopper Glacier. But what everybody likes at the end of a multi-day trek up some stupidly steep mountains is a bloody steep goat track that you've got to do in your last hour of the trek. I remember thinking when I came down here, this is gonna suck. It would seem I'm quite the prophet.